Hi, I'm Mike Glenn with Costa Mesa Brief. I'm standing here in the middle of the Balboa Peninsula Boardwalk. Last City Council meeting, Diane Dixon, Jeff Herdman, Brad Avery, and Joy Brenner all wanted and voted to have the city come back with a resolution to ban bicycles on the boardwalk during summertime weekends. This boardwalk extends down to E Street on this side and goes all the way up to 36th Street on the other side.
Well, the first word that comes to mind is insanity. It's part of our history and our heritage. Riding bikes has been how I got around on this peninsula since I was a small boy going to junior lifeguards every day. Part of my love of this boardwalk is that I actually rode my bike here today, parked at our restaurant not too far from here, and I think I made it here faster than Mike might have driving his car and going around the traffic circle. So moving bikes off of our boardwalk, it's not going to stop people from doing a better method of transportation to get around our city. It's going to put them on our streets and create more dangers, more accidents, and basically a public problem. So use the path that's built for it. Keep our heritage alive. Bikes are built for our boardwalk. This is how we get around, and so I am 100% against it, and I'll do everything I can to stop that.
I think that's absurd. Absurd. Why would they do that? That's what people come here for. All these businesses are going to struggle because of that. You know what I mean? That's what people come down here to do. That's what the boardwalk's for, right? Why would they do that? It doesn't even make any sense. They came up with this ridiculous idea.
It was Diane Dixon's idea, who was backed by Jeff Herdman, Brad Avery, and Joy Brenner.
Okay, well, all those people are crazy. They must probably don't spend any time down here. You know what I mean? They just sit around brainstorming on what they can do to flex their muscles is the only thing I can think of. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And earlier this year, we saw through the coronavirus, when they shut the boardwalk down, bicycles, if not on the boardwalk, simply ride up in the middle of the road, making traffic slow to whatever a bicycle speed is.
Right.
I can't imagine that would be any different if they decided to ban only bicycles. How do you think that would impact the community?
It's already congested enough down here as it is. I have friends that come visit me. I live on 20th Street right here. I have friends that come visit me, and sometimes they won't come on the weekend because there's so much traffic. If they implement this law and then the traffic's even worse, how are any people how are there any of the residents going to have any company? It's absurd. It's absurd.
I can't imagine that they would tell us you couldn't ride your bikes down here. This is like you started to take away little freedoms from everybody, and that's just another one. This is what everybody enjoys doing. You look forward to the weekends. You work hard all week. I love our bikes, and now we have these electric bikes. I think everybody, once again, can police themselves. You know, there are a couple people that get out of control, but you know what? It's few and far between. Yeah.
Yeah, again, I think they're taking away our freedoms, and we need to be able to make good choices, and people need to be respectful of each other, and they need to be able to decide whether they're walking on that sidewalk is worth the risk. If it's not worth the risk, don't walk on the sidewalk. If it's worth the risk, then everybody should have the equal rights to the same freedoms that we've had for how long has they've been doing this.
I mean, what are you going to tell the guy in the wheelchair he can't be out here, or the lady with the strollers or the rollerblades? I mean, where does it stop? So.
If we're allowing people into office that think that way, then we all need to exercise our right and get those people out.
Agreed. I grew up on my bicycle. That's what we did. We get out of school, we would get on our bikes right down to the beach. I mean, that's what you do. You take that away, I think you're going to change the whole thing about the beach and what it's all about. You know, that's what people look forward to this.
Those people probably never have ridden a bike on this boardwalk. And those people that don't, they don't like it that other people do. And that's not fair.
So I'm standing here with Evan at the Pedigo station right here next to McFadden Square. Now, Evan, as you know, the City Council has recently voted to bring up for a vote banning bicycles on the Peninsula Boardwalk during the summertime weekends. You run a bike shop out here. How would this affect your business?
It affected greatly. You know, a lot of our business comes from tourism during the summertime. People come from all around the world, not just here in South Orange County, to come rent our bikes and enjoy a nice summer's day. Like they have always been since we were all kids.
And bikes on the summertime, on the weekends, on the boardwalk in Newport Beach, California, is kind of what we're known for. Is this concerning that this might be taking away a piece of history that is quintessentially Newport Beach?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, as far as I can remember from being a kid, I've learned how to ride my bike right there over by Newport Elementary, and I'm sure many people have. Not just these electric bikes, just any kind of bike really, and yeah, it really is a part of our history and our legacy here at Newport Beach. It really separates us from all the other beaches down here in Orange County.
And what do you think the impact to other businesses, particularly businesses that are on or near the boardwalk, how do you think this would impact them?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think a lot of these businesses are going to last if we don't have this tourism. I think that it would really damper us. We are very seasonal. I mean, the weather's pretty good here all year round, but no one really comes out here, in November or January, really. A lot of these 3 months that we have during summertime are very quintessential to our business.
And recently with the COVID scare, we shut down the boardwalk, and we found that when we take bikes off the boardwalk, they wind up in the streets, and we wind up with 3-mile-an-hour traffic speeds. If this were to pass, is there any reason to believe that wouldn't happen again?
No, I mean, absolutely not. It's not hard to believe that, people would get hurt or traffic would be stopped, or it would just greatly affect Newport Beach and the peninsula as a whole if that boardwalk got shut down. And you saw the uprising that happened. People were, throwing down the barriers. People were, super upset at the fact that, they're taking away something that we've all lived with our entire lives and, have grown up with and are used to and accustomed to.
That's going to totally kill your tourism. It's going to totally kill commerce here. You see all the people around here, people from different countries, people from different states, from different cities come here. Newport is the mecca, literally, of California. People come here to do what? To enjoy the sun, to ride your bike, and to enjoy the people. And one of the ways that people can their only form of exercise is riding a bike.
We bought bikes just to come here. I mean, it's fun riding in Riverside too, but this is nice. And to get rid of it? No way. Really, once again?
So you guys packed up the bikes, drove down here solely to ride your bikes up and down the boardwalk and presumably grab something to eat or drink along the way.
Every weekend we do it.
We bring our money to Newport because of this. I mean, we love it here. Come on. And now you want to get rid of it? It'll kill the business here. It'll just kill them. Now, the pandemic is enough. Come on. I mean, look at these businesses barely surviving. And now we're going to do this? What else are we going to do to California? California's getting really tough to live in. Really tough. This has got to stop.
People, do your homework. Look at the propositions. Check your backgrounds of your politicians that are and your people in charge. Because if you don't agree with what they're saying, you need to stand up and say something. This is ridiculous. And those 4 people really need to. Are they even from Newport? I mean, have they grown up here? Are they from a different state? Are they moved in? I mean, come on.
They should come out here and see what's really going on. If they haven't, shame on them. And shame on us for voting these people in. We keep voting the same people in, and we get the same results. This liberal attitude, this I hate America attitude, this has got to stop. I hate this. I really do. This has got to stop.
This bike here, I have 4,000 miles on it, and it's basically up and down this trail for the last 8 years. The thing that they need to do, though, is these electric bikes are what the problem is. The people pedaling, like myself, they understand it, and it's an 8-mile speed limit, so that's what they do. But these guys on these electric bikes, they weigh 80 pounds, right? They go 25, 30 miles an hour, and they come down through here full throttle. And if they hit a small child, they're going to kill them. So the electric bikes, unfortunately, when I get too old that I can't pedal anymore, I want to ride an electric bike here because I love it. This is phenomenal. Where else can you bike on the ocean like this? But they just need to make people aware of it and police it. I think that's the best thing. But you can't remove bikes from the bike trail. That would be terrible.
There have been a lot of people that have speculated that as the electric bikes get more stealthy with the interior batteries and things like that, they're going to be harder to identify. And rather than banning the law-abiding citizens who are going under the speed limit, what we should really be doing is, even for the people on regular pedal bikes that are going over the speed limit, we just ought to be enforcing.
Yeah, I agree. And what I do is when I see the Newport cops here, I walk up to them and say, first of all, thank you for your service. We appreciate what you do and what your family does as well. So we do appreciate that. But yeah, we do need to do something about the bikes. There's no question. It'd be really sad to lose this.
So you think the best way is probably enforcement of existing laws?
Yes, absolutely. That's the best thing. That's why we have laws, right?
So as you can see, virtually everybody that we spoke with opposes the bike ban. I don't think there was a person that supported it, which puts a clear disconnect between our population and our politicians. I hope our politicians reconsider. I'm Mike Glenn, and this is Costa Mesa Brief. Thank you for watching.